Welcome to Half-Life 3 2, Anniversary Edition. Let's proceed. Oh, no, please. Suicidal. No. Hmm.
Get back.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Ammunition depleted.
It actually helped us. Oh yeah, my favorite. No. Yeah, they could just trap us. More bites.
Oh!
No.
Get back. Oh!
Hello.
Dr. Freeman, I'm coming with you.
Please help yourself first.
Get back.
What is doing? Okay,
Nice shot.
thanks. Over here, where? Over here. Why I just can't just overlap? Okay. What should I do here? Here. Not really. Where should I? No, really. I climb over here. No.
I don't think this war is ever gonna end.
And no. No, really. I just these old games now usually have the same problems. Like when you're stuck somewhere. Oh, fine. Really? Come on. What? Why? What?
What are you still doing here?
Wow,
Let's
have you
clear
seen
out
it?
of the
You're
city.
stuck.
The Combine's not making it easy. We're trying to get enough people together to force our way through to the train station. People are meeting up in a safe house nearby.
Can you take us there?
You bet. Let's go. This way. Hey, it's me. Open the door.
It's me. Nice password.
What's the password?
I'm not even gonna tell you to shut up.
Come on in.
What's the password?
Certain protein chains important to the process of embryonic development were selectively prevented from forming. This is no longer the case. For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation. Which is to say, in layman's terms, you should
Dr.
give
Kleiner
serious
really
consideration
telling
to
everyone
doing
to
your part for the revival of the
get busy?
species. We must make the most of the time we have, as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves before the Combine attempt to restore their dominion, as they certainly shall. Since this is, in fact, the first opportunity we have had to speak openly of the baleful influence of the Combine, there is much ground to cover. And in fact, I hope to institute a series of... However, for now, we will have to content ourselves with some relatively weak exposition. The destabilization of the city
Oh, that's funny.
has had repercussions that were not entirely unexpected. Although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time. The destructive
Really?
important to the process of embryonic development were selectively prevented
Kleiner's
from
daughter,
forming.
right?
This is no longer the case. For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation. Which is to say, in layman's terms, you should give serious consideration to doing your part for... We must make the most of
Let's find another way up.
as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves.
What the? Have you seen what happened?
This is, in fact, the first opportunity we have had to speak openly of the baleful
How do you
influence of the
survive?
Combine. There is much ground to cover, and in fact, days ahead. However, relatively meager not entirely unexpected. And speak this hope ahead of time. The destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire network of Citadel reactors. I believe that all power systems have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. In short, the Combine are completely cut off. Combine forces currently stationed on Earth are now isolated units, stranded. However, this is most likely a temporary state of affairs, as we...
This space was designed to lure players onto a section of the floor, drop some major lethal bombs. Players are enticed into the trap by some reward items, and a chance to weaken the hull. We like to surprise players, but we never want them to feel like they've been treated unfairly.
Gordon?
Barney.
Alex? I don't believe it. How the
Who
hell did you
would
get into
expect?
the Citadel?
We're not exactly sure. All I know is the Vortigaunts had something to do with it. But what about you, Barney?
Barney's big crowbar
I'm
scene
doing
here
okay,
required a few
just
tricks
going
to pull
crazy
off.
trying to...
There are actually 3 separate crowbar models in this sequence.
Aw,
First, there's the one stuck in the
Were you
machine.
followed again?
When Barney grabs
still
that
some
one,
information
we
from the
remove it from
Citadel
the
on our
world
way
and
out.
switch on a second
I
crowbar
don't
that's
know
been
what
in
it
Barney's
is yet,
hand the entire
but it's
time,
important enough
only
that
invisible.
they've been hounding us the whole way
Both
here.
of these models are
Well,
purely
that puts the
decorative,
pressure on. Look,
so
we
as
gotta
soon
get
as Barney
moving.
makes his tossing
You guys
motion,
know about the
we hide the
evacuation
second
trains,
crowbar
right?
Yeah.
and create a
Well,
third
we've been
usable
planning to make a
crowbar
push on the
that then
train
bounces to
station.
the ground.
Now it looks like we're gonna have to cut a path through every chicken ship Metro cop who's having second thoughts about defending City 17.
If Gordon and I took a separate route, we could draw the Combine away from you. That'd give you a chance to get the trains filled up before we get there.
Really? Well, if you say so. Now, come here, look over here. Okay, across this bridge, over the rooftops, is a safe path to the station. You two head that way. I'll hit the streets and round up everyone who's been waiting. We'll meet you there.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Hey, Gordon, before you go, I was getting tired of carrying this around.
Print
I
screen.
don't have many more of these, so try not to lose this one, okay?
Disintegrated.
You lucky dog, you.
See you at the station.
It's a gunship.
I need RPG more like program. Shut up.
Hate these things.
Oh wow, wow. Oh wow, have you seen that? Just oh, what should I do? Should I do?
Go on across, Gordon. She's waiting for you. You lucky dog, you.
It's a gunship. I hate these things.
Just trying to get on quick head. Hate zombies.
Great shooting. Hey, a hospital. Keep an eye out for medical supplies.
I don't need one.
Whenever possible, we like to foreshadow impending boss battle by introducing the enemy before the actual fight. In this case, you know you're going to be seeing that gunship again pretty soon.
Now I need one. Ah,
Right there.
sheesh. I don't have grenade. Oh, I forgot.
Hey, a hospital. Keep an eye out for medical supplies.
Whenever possible, we like to foreshadow impending boss battle by introducing the enemy before the actual fight. In this case, you know you're going to be seeing that gunship again.
Ammunition depleted.
I need some. Oh shit. No! No! No. Have you seen that? Oh. I need RPG. Okay.
Instead of letting the gunship AI have its own way here, we force the ship to crash right into it. It's a dramatic payoff for winning the battle, and it gives players an opportunity to examine a gunship up close at their leisure.
We designed this gunship battle to create a dynamic, evolving experience, while still keeping the player within a constrained area. Initially, the space appears straightforward, and provides plenty of cover. As the environment gets progressively more damaged, combat becomes more challenging. Players are increasingly open to enemy fire, and the path to the rocket crate becomes more difficult to navigate. As the roof breaks apart, however, the gunship also becomes more visible, and therefore easier to hit, maintaining relatively imbalance. The lighting in this area was tuned to play off of the HDR tone map effects, between the dark inner spaces and the progressively open, bright sky above.
Instead of letting the gunship AI have its own way here, we force the ship to crash right into the action. It's a dramatic payoff for winning the battle, and it gives players an opportunity to examine a gunship up close at their leisure.
Wow! I mean, holy... That was... Jesus, Gordon, you're a real terror.
Yeah.
Think it's dead? Maybe you should whack it with a crowbar, just in case.
Yeah, it's funny because I had the same idea.
Oh, God, not again.
Ouch.
So much for medical supplies. I found a shotgun.
Nice. Finally.
The hospital was a completely new interior space that we had to design pretty much from scratch. Like most of City 17's visuals, it was inspired by Eastern European architecture. The surgery lamps and the overall white and yellow color scheme were drawn from photos of a hospital in Chernobyl. The tile work and the high archways were chosen to give the area the institutional feel of an old European hospital, and the beds were based on some World War II images. In fact, we avoided modern-looking fixtures and furniture altogether in order to differentiate the place from a contemporary hospital.
We designed this area to be an entertaining showcase for NPCs.
Wow, they just
because of that
disappeared.
AI, these kinds of battles never really play out the same way twice. Players often sit back, watch the show, and then dive into the fray at their own discretion. We also felt it was time to introduce a new combat ability for Alex, so we gave her a shotgun here. Not only are shotguns terrific for zombie hunting, the size and ponderous handling characteristics make for some great combat animations.
Imagine for how long we're stuck here. Sheesh. Like serious salmon.
The door-banging zombies were supposed to give players a safe glimpse of the threat they had to face later in the run. In the original design, players couldn't open the door. The zombies would burst through on their own after the player had done a little exploring. We abandoned that plan when many playtesters exhibited a pretty much single-minded fascination with opening the door as soon as they saw it. We made the door openable, though if players ignore it, the zombies will eventually break it down themselves.
Super effective.
To make the set of empty corridors look like a hospital, we chose some iconic hospital props that could be used multiple times throughout the level. Then we built the models with details, multiple skins, and vertical and horizontal elements that would be visually interesting in the space.
Minor fracture. Minor lacerations detected.
Too much of the same type of uninterrupted gameplay causes fatigue. Through repeated playtests, we learned that by the time players reached this part of the hospital, they were ready for a break from the intense combat. In response to that feedback, we inserted relatively calm exploration puzzles as a change of pace. It gives players a respite from combat while still presenting them with an interesting challenge.
Right, next puzzle. So, what should we bring? Only pistol works underwater. Yeah, I don't. Oh, okay. Give me back, give me. Oh, you should get it. How I diving into this thing. Okay. Wait a sec. Come on.
Too much much of the same type of uninterrupted gameplay causes fatigue. Through repeated playtests, we learned that by the time players reached this part of the hospital, they were ready for a break from the intense combat. In response to that feedback, we inserted this relatively calm exploration puzzle with a change of pace. It gives players a respite from combat while still presenting
Oh, I know what to
the
do.
same type of uninterrupted gameplay causes fatigue. Through repeated playtests, we learned that by the time players reached this part of the hospital, they were ready for a break from the intense combat. In response to that feedback, we inserted this relatively calm exploration puzzle as a change of pace. It gives players a respite from combat while still presenting them with an interesting challenge.
I hate sparkles. What?
Sorry about leaving you alone down there, Gordon. I got a bit swamped. I see you did all right without me.
Worth it. Worth it. Another one?
Here they come.
Really?
I see you did all right without me.
Still worth it.
Zombie Q.
Just kill it.
Here they come.
Oh. Wow, that's tough.
Get back.
Turrets.
This turret scenario was designed to showcase Alex's ability to provide cover for players in combat. He always went back a little after finishing the game. The original version did not have a lightning protected turret with rockets fired from the station. We thought it'd be a nice way for players to feel like they pulled one over on the Combine. Unfortunately, playtesters routinely thought that they discovered a bug, or, at best, an exploit that had arisen from sloppy design. So in this case, a situation we deliberately created to make the players feel clever actually caused them to think we weren't doing our job very well. As a result of this feedback, we added a force field and additional grading to better protect the turrets.
What you're seeing here is a visual representation of a node graph, a set of nodes and all the connections between them. The node graph is used by NPCs to figure out how to move around the world. It's not really a specific set of instructions, but rather a sort of information repository. Among other things, NPCs use the node graph to dynamically chart paths to distant areas, find cover, or scout out firing positions with a clear line of sight to their enemies.
Come on.
What you're seeing here is a visual representation of a node graph, a set of nodes and all the connections between them. The node graph is used by NPCs.
This turret scenario was designed to showcase Alex's ability to provide cover for players in combat. He always hangs back a little, blasting anything that moves. In the original version, players could knock over lightly protected turrets with a single rocket, fired from the safe end of the
At any rate,
The train station.
first,
Oh boy, they're onto us.
We wanted players
find
to
Barney and
realize
get moving.
that they've been spotted, and the Combine are now aware of their arrival at the train station. It sounds like a simple task, but it actually took a lot of thought to draw the players' attention to the various events that communicate this message.
I wondered if you were gonna
First,
make it in
a
time.
train horn
Sorry to
sounds,
keep you waiting,
which
but
gives
the
Alex
Combine's
an
on our
opportunity
tail.
to mention that
What's
the
the plan?
station is in sight.
I'm sending folks
Next,
out in
the lights
groups.
go off to
And
grab
like I
the
said
players'
before,
attention
if
and
you
to
can
make the
keep 'em
monitors
safe and
stand out in the
provide
dark.
cover, we might actually
At this point, the player should be looking at one of the monitors, so finally, the Kleiner transmission is interrupted briefly by a Combine advisor. Originally, the advisor appeared on a Jumbotron outside, but we were never able to reliably make playtesters look at it. The flashing Combine camera should also provide some indication that trouble is brewing. Though it's not a proper gate, the zombie...
Here we wanted to include something a little different, an escort mission. Most of our gameplay involves constant forward motion, so we wanted to design a situation where players would fight through the same basic area multiple times. This temporary backtracking would create a series of encounters where players had full tactical awareness of their surroundings. Once again, all of this turned out to be more easily said than done, and this sequence went through a lot of iterations.
Looks the same.
Originally, the train yard was one big space. This approach had a couple of problems. Since players had a constant unbroken view of the entire area, it was virtually impossible to maneuver enemies into position for stage combat events. And because they could always see the goal, players didn't get much of a sense that they were leading citizens somewhere the citizens couldn't get to on their own. Ultimately, we broke the environment into two different spaces, a parking lot and a maintenance building. Because neither area can be seen from the other, we're able to repopulate the spaces with new, more deadly combinations of enemies while the player isn't looking. It also makes the journey feel lengthier and more significant.
Originally, Barney started off on this map in the doorway down by the citizens, but playtesters tended to wander around for a while before stumbling across him. We moved him up here to guarantee that his scene with Alex would unfold before players began any exploration. He's standing over a dead Metro cop because it's a plausible-looking long-term activity, in case players don't move directly down to him. Nearby reward items also tend to draw players toward him.
We wrestled with the problem of plausibly repopulating this area with soldiers between each trip. After several iterations, we decided to have the soldiers jump in through some high windows. This solution has several advantages beyond maintaining incredible fiction. It makes the incoming enemies more immediately visible, and since the windows are unreachable from the ground, players aren't able to exit through them. Plus, leaping soldiers turn into tumbling ragdolls when shot, which is always entertaining.
Doing good. Well, that wasn't so hard. We should have brought everyone over at once.
Hey, Freeman, get back out there and help. Now you, Freeman, we got a job to do.
back and get another group. I'll stay here and guard the gate.
Here we wanted to include something a little different, an escort mission. Most of our gameplay involves constant forward motion, so we wanted to design a situation where players would fight through the same basic area multiple times. This temporary backtracking would create a series of encounters where players had a full tactical awareness of their surroundings. Once again, all of this turned out to be more easily said than done, and this sequence went through a lot of iterations. Originally, the train yard was one big space. This approach had a couple of problems. Since players had a constant unbroken view of the entire area, it was virtually impossible to maneuver enemies into position for stage combat events. And because they could always see the goal, players didn't get much of a sense that they were leading citizens somewhere the citizens couldn't get to on their own. Ultimately, we broke the environment into two different spaces, a parking lot and a maintenance building. Because neither area can be seen from the other, we're able to repopulate the spaces with new, more deadly combinations of enemies while the player isn't looking. It also makes the journey feel lengthier and more significant.
Oh. Why they are not moving?
Keep your heads down. Hurry up, people.
Get back, Doc. I'm sure you want to help everyone else get to safety first.
Go for another.
How many groups should I escort? Ouch.
Love lost details.
Fantastic ass kicking, Doc. Combine!
Wow.
Here, take that kid. Come on, while I reload. Freeman?
Just stayed and open fire. fool.
I thought we'd never make it. Here, have a med kit. Take this med kit.
No. I stopped. That's insane. Look how he is.
Here, patch yourself up. Here, have a med kit. Take this med kit. Bring another group of citizens, Gordon.
Really?
Here, patch yourself up. Take this med kit.
Now that's the Gordon Freeman I know.
It was cool.
Here, have a med kit. How about a little help here, Freeman?
I'm doing. Oh shit.
Thanks, Freeman. Take this med kit. You're supposed to wait till everyone else is on board first.
How many?
Bring another group of citizens, Gordon. We're ready for another group of citizens. We've got
Wow, it was.
We made it, thanks to you. Take this med kit. Got one. Bring another group of citizens, Gordon.
To the train, people! We'll make sure you get there safe and sound.
Take this med
It's kinda over. Because too much backtracking. Why Alex not shooting? And why they can just throw all people at once?
Your head's down. I thought we'd never make it.
Half a song?
Here, take this med kit.
Alright, yeah, finally.
That should keep him off our backs for a while.
Alright.
You guys coming?
Go on, Barney. They're not after you. Gordon and I will draw their attention while you get the others away from here. We can grab another train once you're clear.
Okay then. But don't take too long about it, yeah?
Here, let's open up this next track.
Right, that's all for now. Let's continue next time.